I think a lot of the times it does start out as legitimate. I mean, when we post a picture of us doing the things that we say we're doing, and then you get a good response, and then that becomes uh, kind of your feedback loop that you're able to get some positive uh, reinforcement from your community in real community or digital community. But so I'm is that obviously is going to be negative on ourselves because we're feeding this, like, you can, it's easy to take a picture of you working out without showing that you're working out. At the same time, there's this almost like I feel like you're expected to post things. A lot of the times, the time I'm posting the least is when I'm actually most productive, and
Mm,
because I don't, and then I'm like, oh, and then but I have this feeling like, oh, I should have recorded that. So sometimes there's anxiety that I didn't capture that moment of doing
mm,
something that I think these people, and there are legitimate people who are kind of your
mm,
cheerleaders in a sense because they do like what you're doing. Whether it's like I have a 5-year-old son, I'm parenting, so sometimes if I do something really cool with him and other parents really like it, they'll comment on it. So there, uh, obviously there's a negative aspect to almost needing this encouragement from a community to see that, yeah, you're doing good at what you're doing. And yeah, again, it could be working out, it could be traveling, parenting, whatever you're
yeah.
doing, that kind of it's virtue signaling to an extent. But I also think there is a degree of legitimate, like, yeah,
Yes.
I'm good. So I don't
There's
know.
a lot of there. There's a
Yeah.
lot of what you say, and let's unpack it a little bit for sure. We can fall into the trap of seeking external validation all the time.
Yeah.
And we see more and more as we advance into the digital age, we see influencers burning out, influencers getting caught doing strange things, and then we see them cheating and it comes out and the whole thing gets messy. They lift weights which are fake weights,
Yeah.
all those things, it's really, really bad. There's a saying which I always used to remind myself to keep me grounded by Oscar Wilde. And he says, just be you. Everybody else is taken. And we know from a neuroscientific perspective that essentially, if you're as authentic as possible, the amount of energy which you need in order to project what you're doing is minimal because it's
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
and it's consistent and it feels real and it feels true
Yeah.
and then it resonates. Whereas if you're being performative, every time it's going to be a little bit different and over time it begins to feel fake.
Yeah.
And people kind of sense that, right?
Oh,
We're very good
absolutely.
at sensing fake things.